Hey guys, Holbrook Gaming here, and this is my spreadsheet. You may have noticed it around many Twitch saves, like Twitch streamers at the minute, because obviously I've been posting it in there on Gallardo's and everything, and everyone's just mad over it because it's just looks just so complicated, but it's so easy. So this is my guide to my own spreadsheet, and I will show you how to make said spreadsheet. And I will also post a link to a place you can get such spreadsheet as well. So in the demo of me building the spreadsheet, I will use Hamed Rodriguez. He's a 33-year-old. I know he says 32 on here, but I did this before he aged up. And also, it's not due for renewal until the end of the season, when I rebuild my squad every time. But basically, it's just a way of me managing my squads to more in depth than using the star systems on the game. Because the role suitability is essentially the stars put into a percentage. But as you can see, most of my team is low 60 to high 60s, with a few 70s and one or two 50s, but that's because they are young and upcoming. Like Parel Cyber, the 15-year-old German goalkeeper. Bear in mind, I am mines, so I can't play him at all until he turns 16 due to the rules within the Bundesliga. But yeah, I basically have my DNA, which I use anticipation, composure, concentration, determination, teamwork, work rate and passing. All them 7. And basically, if you're high in all them, you're going to be suited for my teams. And then role suitability is just finding players who are good for said roles. And all that, like James Rodriguez for attacking mid on support. As you can see here, he has 81.3%. So he is still one of the best attacking mids you can get in the game, according to this spreadsheet. I will try and find one like the most, like the best attacking mid in the game, and I will post it in the description or in the comments below once this video has been sorted. But then, yeah, let's get into it. So, do you want to create a new Excel sheet, or just add a existing sheet to your own spreadsheet? First thing you want to do is just merge the first 2 columns, and then just do like name, or in my case, let's do attacking mids. I'm just saying attacking mids because I have midfielders which I use as defenders and mids, to the point I had too many midfielders in that one group. And I also realised the attacking mids were poorly in being defensive, so I wanted to just cut out the middleman and just make it more exclusive, so you know which ones are better attacking minded in a way. Then you want to do nat, which is nationality, age. Then I go into the DNA part of the spreadsheet. So for mine, I have anticipation, which is ANT, ant. Then you got composure, concentration, determination, teamwork, and work rate. So work. And then they're all the mental attributes I use for my DNA. I also have passing because I like my squads being like really good passers. I may change these in the next few weeks as I analyse my team a lot more and realise this may be wrong to the way I'm wanting to play, but this is the way I have my teams built to. So they are good at anticipating the ball, they have good composure, and they're good at concentrating. They have very good determination to win the games, but they can work well as a team, and they have, as soon as you lose the ball, they want to win it straight back. Hence the passing to go with the concentration so then they can counter attack better. You want to just do a total so you can work out like what it all adds up to. Basically anything high 90s to 100 is good. Well, very good to my standard. Anything lower than like 70 is basically dead rid. If you're a lower league team, then 70 to 80 is maybe your best one for now. But then once you start in them players which are higher up, that's when you start the transition over the couple of seasons to basically get the average of your whole team up. And that way then you could start performing well, you could be in the top leagues and eventually winning the Champions Leagues and all that. That's the way I see it. So then you want to do, after the total, you want to do roll, and then merge the last two together with the two underneath, and we'll call this roll suitability, which there we go, which is like the percentage of the stars. In my eyes, the stars are my percentage, and they are formulated by what role you want to play the person, and if they're good enough at like a high percentage of said role, like James Rodriguez is like 80s, so he's still one of the best players around for that role, he'll play said role. But for this one we'll just use AP on support. I tend to put the role they are in, so support or attack or defend or automatic. I don't tend to use automatic. I tend to use support and defend and attack, obviously. But for total though, we'll use equals sum, all in capitals with bracket. Do anticipation to passing, close bracket. That way then you know what it will add up to for you, and you're all sorted. So if you do James Rodriguez, who's Colombian, and on my save he's 33. Oh, one thing you want to do as well is just centralize everything. It will make it easier to look at and won't look like a mind boggle. And the error you have for the total, you just want to ignore it. So with his anticipation, he has 16, he has 19, 12. So 16, 19, 12. Then he has 13, 15, 10, 17. So then 13, 15, 10, 17. So it makes him 102 in total for his DNA. So he's still one of the top players at my club. For the role suitability though, I have this whole section which I created back on FM20, I think it was. I started it when I was doing my science of football degree at uni. But I basically spent 2-3 hours going through every single role and adding everything up. So how many attributes they have, times that by 20 to work out the maximum number. So for attacking playmaker on support, it's 12 and it's 240. So on my little calculator here, so I can do like multiple at once, I can do like 2 roles for the same person and then work out which one's better for them. We're just going to go over to the AP, which is here, and it's already set to 240. So if I just do this and set this one up, If we go to the AP, we will just fill in, so 14, 18, 17, 18, 16, 19, 17, 18, 15, 15, 19, 6. There we go, he's 80% now for AP on support. So what you want to do really is just come into your spreadsheet, go to rule suitability, and just put 80. Yes, it's not coming up as a percentage yet, but if you press right click, go down to format cells, and just change it to percentage, and put 1 decimal place. Yes, it'll come up like this, but if we just simply just go 80, that'll just change it to 8.0. So that's all it is really. That's my way of knowing how to actually manage the squads. And it can actually help you find some really good regens when you get into like the later stage of the game, because you could find a player who's 22, he could look amazing. So let's use, who have we just recently got in? Santiago Hesse. So let's load him up. So Santiago Hesse, like without the role, he looks pretty solid, you would say. But like in my tactic, I use him as a ball-winning midfielder, which he's already trained to do. But looking at his attributes, he's looking alright. But put that into my spreadsheet. Apart from Leonardo, the Luxembourg player, he's my second best ball-winning midfielder. But he is my best box-to-box out of all the other players we have. Because I currently play with a box-to-box, centre mid on support, and a box-to-box with a, so ball-winning midfielder, centre mid on support, and a box-to-box. That's all it is really. And you can change it to whatever colours you like, everything. It's, as I said, it's a really good way of knowing what players you have at the squad, at the club. And when, say, let's do another example. So let's just go on scouting. Let's do Renier. Yeah. Same again. Advanced playmaker. We'll just come down to my corner bit here. Same again. Advanced playmaker, so 16, 16, 16, 16, 14, 13, 12, 16, 13, 13, 15, 14. He's 72.5. Just for the same role, we've got James Rodriguez in right here, but he's 80. So bear in mind there's an 11-year difference. Renier is just that marginally bit not as good. Yes, the physicals can come into it, but overall, for the role you want to play, James Rodriguez is the better player. So that's all it is really. Yeah. So this will all be in my description. Will be in a download below. I will probably I'll copy and paste it onto a fresh one and get rid of all the data for you, keeping the rows at the bottom with the little calculator I made. All you need to do is just add the players in. You can literally do it on window mode on FM, data up on each side like we have been doing, so it's literally just this. You can have your spreadsheet on one side and Football Manager on the other, because this is how I tend to do it now, because I lost my other monitor. But yeah, that's it really. I could spend like half an hour doing this, and I'll know I'll be sorted for the season, because I know which players will be best for said roles in your team. I'm Holbrook Gaming. Like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care now.